It's too late, you should've stopped, but you couldn't finish. Like Dennis, yeah, now your ass is soon gonna fucking regret it. I'm coming at you full force, so don't fold. Listen from your ass like a new step dad rocking through the front door. You better talk so while you slacking. This ain't just rapping, so stop all that clown ass hate. You better talk
good,
so.
give it two.
We are back again with another banger.
You doing the YMCA? What was that? We gonna do another. Yeah, banger. Whatcha? Oh, look at that banger here today for y'all. You know what I'm saying? About to get into it.
I know that hurt your legs. I know your legs hurt.
After doing all them lunges, shoot, best believe that.
But anyways, you guys, we're doing another Cyberpunk video game reaction.
What kind of dance is that?
Oh, that ain't that ain't a dance?
It's a shoulder dance, like
Yeah.
no, no. I don't know what that was. Well, like what era did they create that? No, I don't remember that.
90s?
No.
Yeah, that did.
Nah, I never seen no 90s dance like that. It's something you made up.
Anyways, you guys, we're doing another Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, I spit. 2077 gameplay trailer. And it's, you want to go ahead and introduce what the video gonna be back?
Oh, you like
your
that?
hair is blonde.
What?
You got blonde hair on your. Look at this blonde. Look at him.
Today we gonna do a gameplay reaction to Cyberpunk 2077. You know what it is. Lifepaths. Everything you need to know. Nomad, Corpo, or street kid. See, I'm street kid. You know what I'm saying? You know, come up from the slums, gotta make it to the top on the dog. You know what I'm saying? Like slum dog millionaire.
I'm gonna be Corpo.
Trying to start from money?
Yeah.
I mean, I like to start up from the bottom. You know, start up from the bottom, now we here.
Started from the bottom and my whole team freaking here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But anyways, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and go and get into this game trailer. Look, the roads look like Arizona. How they like split off like that.
Yeah, but everything else ain't, cause in Arizona, everything else look like a wasteland.
It's a desert. It's a desert. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and
It
get
looks
it.
dope though. It look like real life, like street roads. Like,
Is that a balloon?
it's going what?
2077 has, without a doubt, maintained its position as the
that
most
robotic
anticipated
hand, like-
RPG of the year, and is gearing up to change the state of RPGs forever. Loot, upgrades, weapons,
Yes, I mean,
gameplay driven by
eyes.
choices, and most importantly, the game's Lifepath system, all come together to make this game a true masterpiece of the
Something like weapons
RPG
coming out your
genre.
arms and
But it
legs.
begs the question, what are life paths and which life path is the best for you?
Exactly.
Well, take a seat, boys and girls, as we cover everything you need to know about the life path system in Cyberpunk 2077. And if you do go on to enjoy this video, drop a like, as doing so will ensure you receive Johnny Silverhand's very own classic Porsche 911 right at your doorstep.
It's cool. Still
It's
not my car to
100%
drive,
true,
but-
guys, believe me. So what are life paths?
Why are you
Well,
playing
with
with
the
me?
game's origins based on a pen and paper tabletop RPG set a full 57 years earlier in the Cyberpunk universe, CD Projekt Red have worked their hardest to bring Cyberpunk to life by incorporating the nuances of its earlier tabletop form. One of these nuances is the life path system, which in simple terms can be said to be your character's backstory. But Cyberpunk is looking to go much further than this by pivoting the entire game on this simple decision. By booting up Cyberpunk for the first time, you'll be faced with a choice between 3 primary life paths, each dead set on changing the way you play the game. In fact, your chosen life path will not only affect how you start the game, but determine what dialogue options you have available, which NPCs you have a chance of romancing,
Sounds like Mass
the
Effect.
side quests that are available to you, as well as the eventual ending of the game. And although it has been confirmed that you
Did he
will
just
be
knock
able to
them out?
change your life path mid-game,
We'll bet on that.
numerous bonuses will be
Hold
coming
on.
of the game.
Knocked
And
him out
although it has
cold. Look at that. Look, he didn't know. Look at that right there. Pow.
of the game.
Pow. Look at his legs went limp. Arms. He gonna lay on the ground to do like the crip
Why
sign.
the girl in the background
Lay
doing
down like
like
that, doing crip signs. That's how they look.
Look at the girl in the back.
Oh, she still dancing. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna keep dancing. You know what I'm
She
saying?
don't care.
You know.
She don't care.
And the guy over there with his arm crossed like that, he got his ass knocked out. Nah, that's
Like,
a damn
dang.
shame. He over there went straight cold on that.
Although it
And
has
this is
been
the ref.
confirmed that you will be able to change your life path mid-game, numerous bonuses will be given to those who have ended on the same path that they began, making this decision incredibly important. So without further ado, let's jump right into this by analysing the different life paths available and just what choosing them might mean. Starting with an introduction to the Nomad. Now, if the rules of the corporate life make you feel tied down and you much prefer the roar of an engine to the hustle and bustle of the city, it's likely that the Nomad life
That
path
is
is
cool,
more
though.
geared towards you. You see, Nomads are unique to the Cyberpunk universe in that they have decided to live in the Badlands, which is the vast desert plains that surround Night City.
Kinda like
The
the
life of a
boonies.
nomad can be tough,
Yeah, it is.
considering how it is mostly comprised of traveling from place to place and looting whatever is needed to survive. This is why most nomads end up traveling in packs with like-minded people they have chosen to call their family. Those who decide on the nomad life
So they
path
feel like
value
living on the edge
principles
and
like
stuff.
freedom and integrity, making them sort of lone wolf outcasts in unfamiliar places like Night City. A nomad's character alignment can thus be described as more of a chaotic neutral, as they have a constant desire to act contrary to the rules set out by mega corporations, and often come off as neutral unless they have been wronged. So if you're the type of person who feels most at home on a dusty road with nothing but some music to keep
Is
you
he in his
company,
drawers?
you're probably in the right place. But what can you expect
You have
from the
to take
nomad
that.
life? Well, by selecting the nomad life path, V will be introduced as a traveler who is, for some reason or another, at odds with the chosen family back home. Whether the torn state of this relationship is because of V or not, we'll have to wait and see. But either way, you'll be traveling through to Night City, dead set on making a name for yourself. This is, in other words, the only life path where you'll actually start outside of the city, making it quite unique in its selection.
That is
Luckily
unique.
for you, your background as a nomad means you'll be right at home in the Badlands, having a vast knowledge of the land and an expanded set of dialogue options when it comes to communicating with the locals. Now, since ordinary nomads don't really concern themselves with earning a vast amount of money,
That's what's
you'll
up,
have to
man.
work hard to survive
You
in
out
Night
there
City
doing
on
stuff
your
out
own.
there. You
But
see
with your
the
knowledge
city in
and skill in
existence.
respect of cars and
That's cool.
equipment, this shouldn't be too difficult. Just keep in mind that this version of V is most likely set to be quite awkward around both the higher and lower echelons of society, making dialogue with both corpos and street gangs as neutral as could be. And now we move on to the introduction of the Corpo life path.
That's gonna be me.
Now, for whatever
represent
reason,
them?
if you find yourself watching this video from the comfort of your office cubicle, you're well aware of what it means to be a corpo. Your dedication, coupled with your desire for money and status, has led you to attempt to climb the corporate ladder through hard work and become a powerful figurehead for the corporation you represent. The same can be said about those who follow the Corpo life path in Cyberpunk,
man.
but with one
He
solid
makes us
difference.
serious.
You see, in a dystopian metropolis like Night City, the streets are ruled by a selection of dangerous factions, ranging from those who protect the working class to those who kidnap and strip passers-by for their cyberware.
You look like them
But as
creatures
horrid
from,
as
Mad
this might
Max.
sound, no enemy is greater to the inhabitants of Night City than the corporations,
Yeah.
who after
Yeah.
the
Where all the
corporate
money
wars
is.
of old have become stronger than any of the governments still in existence. As such, those who choose the corpo life path are considered by others to have more of a lawful evil character alignment, emphasizing the power of greed over and
Yeah.
above that of helping your fellow man. It's
Evil,
a dog-eat-dog
money,
kind of
yeah.
world after all.
Yeah,
And
that's
corpos
probably
are
true.
just doing their best to stay on top, But what can you expect from the Corpo
face
life?
on
Now,
fire.
if you end up choosing the Corpo life path, you'll be introduced to your character V, who is an ambitious employee of the counterintelligence division of Arasaka, a mega corporation known for
Arasaka.
dealing in corporate
that name.
security,
That's dope.
banking, and manufacturing.
Yeah, like a
Working in counterintelligence
Asian
has
too.
its perks and has taught you to manipulate information and use it as a weapon when the situation calls for it. But after being forced to do something that surpasses your moral code, you find yourself working against the company you used to call home. Luckily for you, your background at Arasaka has given you the inside edge, which means your interaction with other corpos is sure to go down far more smoothly, since you will know the type of games that they play. In the RPG format, this means far more dialogue options, allowing you to pretty much run circles around the more distinguished inhabitants
That's so
of Night
beautiful. Look
City.
at the
This does,
landscape.
however,
Yeah.
also mean that you have next to no experience on the streets,
Streets,
and might
yeah.
battle when it
Oh,
comes
yeah,
to
you
getting
got no street
information out
smarts.
of the lesser life forms of the city. Either way, your refined nature will open up a unique romance option which will only be available to those of the Corpo lifestyle. We don't know much about this yet, but we do know that it's unique only to this life path.
Okay.
And finally, we have the life of a
Street kid
If you
represent.
look
You
towards
know,
the
it's gonna be
concept
cool
of
'cause me and
loyalty,
you
the
will be
life
able
path
to
of
play on different ones, so we'll be able to see the actual turnout of them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That's gonna be dope.
the street kid is most likely your best option. The
Yeah,
vast
I knew
majority
it.
of the weird and wonderful characters you are set to meet on the streets of Night City come from this category of people. These are people who are used to having to do what they must to overcome the obstacles in their way.
Underdog.
Either
Let 'em
shoved
up.
aside or ignored by
Straight.
the wealthier inhabitants of the
Hi,
city
beans,
and
eh?
corporations, street kids have learned that they can only trust themselves and their communities, which they feel an intense loyalty towards. And considering the tough lives that street kids lead, you won't be surprised to hear that a great number of them turn to either joining or running jobs for the gangs that run their communities, giving them quite a broad network when it comes to the underground sector of Night City. So if you're looking to play someone who is cunning in their decision making, underhanded in their actions, and likely at loggerheads with the law, look no further than the street kid life path.
That's mine right
But
there.
what can you expect from this street kid life? Well, when selecting the street kid life path, you'll find yourself in control
Ooh,
of a
that
version
guy's
of V that was brought
Oh,
up
it look
in
like
the
Cyberpunk
repressed
eyeball
but
or
quaint
something.
neighborhood of Haywood, where he did what was needed to survive. In an attempt to both help a friend and make ends meet, you will be tasked with stealing a high-value car, which a number of rival
type of
gang
car.
members have their collective eyes
That's
on.
my shit.
Luckily for you, your background as a street kid means this isn't your first time hot-wiring a car, with your previous dealings in the underground
that
of Night
looks
City
clean.
having
Ooh, so
taught you
clean, that
quite
black.
a few
Woo,
useful
listen.
skills. In other words, by choosing this life path, you will be
Whoa.
setting
I
V
love
up
that,
to
like,
thrive on the streets, having access to an expanded set of dialogue whenever engaged in conversation with nefarious characters from the street gangs and the like. You will, however, battle to gain access to and obtain information from the Corpos, who you'll most likely disgust. But hey, I mean, who needs to ask for access when you can just swipe a Corpo's access card?
Yeah,
And just to
really.
quickly summarize, choosing a life path brings with it the advantage of having expanded dialogue options when talking to NPCs of the same origin, as well as a unique prequel that accompanies each one and determines what type of
John
apartment
Wick.
you will be living in. Certain romance options will also only be available depending on your chosen life path. There is, however, no perfect option, as this depends fully on who you want to be when traveling through the flashing lights of Night City. So don't stress too much, just choose the category you most relate to and play the game you want to play. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video,
I'm
and
gonna
I'll
be
catch you
straight street kid, man. Plus, I get to meet Johnny, Johnny Silverblaze, but really I know him as John Wick, my boy. Get to meet him, drive them hyper cars all through the streets. You know what I'm saying? And then take over Corpo. Cause I'm sorry, cause they need to go down.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
not,
saying?
I'm not
I need,
offended.
you know what I'm saying? I need to get what I need to get.
Yeah, go ahead,
You know what I'm
do your
saying?
thing, do your thing.
But street kid is my lane. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and Corpo is my lane. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you guys, please comment down below which path you guys will take, life path you guys will take, and like and subscribe. And also, you know what?
Oh, it's my turn? Make sure to hit that notification button
Oh, who?
on God.
Oh, God.
No camp to roll to the 1,000 subscribers. You feel me?
And we up out of here.
You know this.
Peace.
Peace.